Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys, and welcome to another vlog. And what we have here are two executive sedans. On the right we've got the Mercedes E-Class, the E350d. On the left we have obviously got the BMW 6 Series. This happens to be the 630d, and I think we should just start with the review. Hi guys, and welcome to another vlog. I am driving this. Yeah, this is the BMW 6 Series GT M Sport. Okay, two keys. Let's use this one right now. So let me turn on the key. The key is turned on from here. Yeah, it is on. Swipe to unlock. This sliding thing never works with me, so you can open close the windows. It's connected, but it just doesn't swipe properly. Touchscreen issues. Now it is vehicle information, range information. Of course, I can precondition the car and RC parking as well. Let's get into RC parking right now. It's connecting, which means I have to come close to the car. And come on, Wi-Fi, do not let me down. Yes, you are connected. That's the best thing. You need to press this button, and I have to move closer to the vehicle. How close do you want me to be? You can see these vents. Okay, they are closed, and you know, when the car turns on, they open for breathing. So the vehicle is turned on right now using the remote of the vehicle, and it is activating remote control parking, and there the vents open. That is so freaking cool. Now the thing is, I'm standing right in front, so it's not going to move, so I'm going to come to the side. And the biggest party trick of this car compared to its nearest rival is the fact that I can actually drive it with the remote. That is so freaking cool. So I need to come to the side. Okay, it is judging. There is an obstacle. Which obstacle can you see, man? What obstacle are you seeing right now? Please don't let me down. All right, I'm doing it in front of camera. Come on, BMW, just do it right now. Okay, now so we will move it ahead a bit. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, 6 Series GT, you are so freaking cool. There's no one inside. There is absolutely no driver inside, and the 6 Series GT is just moving ahead. And look, it's turning, and it stopped because it senses there is the beautiful Suzuki GSX S750 right ahead. So the Beamer won't move ahead, but we need to move behind, because who's going to move the Suzuki right now? Dhanil, will you do that for me? It's okay, it's okay. I have to show the reverse as well. So here we go. Okay, I'm closer to the vehicle. Don't ask me again. And pressing the button, and there we go. So it actually steers. Yeah, the steering also moves. And now we're just going to reverse the vehicle a bit, and that's about it. So guys, this is how BMW's remote parking function works, which is absolutely cool. Now I need to stop the vehicle, and it's automatically stopped as soon as I left this P button and open the car, opening the hood right away. And let's straight away get into the engine bay of this vehicle, which means that hydraulic struts don't have to press any hook. Double click that twice and it opens. You can see the washer fluid is placed here. This is the engine. It happens to be a diesel, one of the best diesel engines in the segment, without a doubt. Twin power turbo BMW written there, insulation as well. And of course, you get the typical BMW design where the headlight merges with the grille. You can see the grille is closed now. Meanwhile, the lights look really very nice. These are BMW adaptive lights, and of course they are adaptive LEDs. Look at the attention to detail. Front parking sensors. There is no headlamp washer in this vehicle, unfortunately, but the design is really very nice and smooth flowing. And of course, the bumper is very sporty because this is the M Sport. This car gets 19-inch wheels. That's right, 19-inch wheels with blue colored M brake calipers as well. M on the alloys too. The wheels look really very nice. At the front, you get to 45, 19 inches. Meanwhile, at the rear, the tire size is obviously bigger because it's a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Now, the rear tire is 275, 40, 19. And of course, the disc brake size is bigger than the Swift's wheel. That's how massive it is. Now, this being an M Sport, or rather this being the 6 Series Gran Turismo, you can see the roofline slopes all the way right into the boot, giving it a very unique design. But you know what? It gets cameras all over the place. In fact, on the rear view mirrors as well, you can see there are cameras. There's a camera here. And of course, from the side, it is long. Compared to the 5 Series, the wheelbase is massive. You get the body kit all around. You get M badging right here. I mean, this M badging is worth in gold, honestly. And of course, at the rear, you also get a rear spoiler, which can be deployed with a touch of a button. This is the rear spoiler of the vehicle. Lights look really beautiful, especially at night. They look absolutely charming. 630d written right there. The bumper is also very nice. Towing hook, twin exhaust at the rear, and of course, gloss black finishing on the bumper as well. There's the camera. I mean, the vehicle does look absolutely smashing. Let's quickly open the boot, which means that either I have to press a button or I can just press a button on the remote. You can press a button there as well. There opens the boot. It is massive. This boot is absolutely massive, and of course There's a lot of storage space right now. We've just kept stuff randomly, helmet because I'm going to ride the GSX right away. Meanwhile, if I want to recline the rear seats, all I have to do is press a button right there, and there it reclines. That is so simple. Same is the case there as well. However, if I have to put them back, I have to do it manually. Meanwhile, there's no spare wheel on this car. Okay, it runs on run flats, and over here, obviously you get a puncture repair kit and space to keep knickknacks, but that's about it. Now, there's a charging socket right here, and a proper charging socket at that one. Meanwhile, over here, there's a hook too. Now, to close the boot, all I do is press a button, and there the boot closes as well. That's very simple, isn't it? Shark fin antenna, massive roof too. Let's quickly put the seats back into position. Now the seats are electrically adjustable. Yes, you can adjust them electrically. This is the button over here. Isofix child seat mounts as well. And of course, this is Napa leather, and it gets frameless doors as well. But before I get into the rear seat, I need to turn on the vehicle so I can use the functions and show it to you. So here we go, pressing the brake, turning on the vehicle, turning off the lights, and the car is right now on. So let me quickly get into the rear seat of this vehicle, and let me tell you that this BMW has a lot from the 7 Series, because firstly, soft door close, it sucks in the door. Yeah, it sucks in the door. Again, let's do that. Yeah, it sucks in the door and closes it. And because it has frameless doors, let me show them to you right away. So these are frameless doors, and frameless doors means that it is very sporty. It feels like a sports car. Actually, I should show you the front doors because that will look much better, because this window doesn't go all the way down, which is an issue. Meanwhile, there's sunblind on both the rear seats. Press a button and there the sunblind comes up. It's there on that side as well, and I can operate it from here too. You can see the door pockets are massive. You can easily keep a 1 liter bottle. M door sill right here. Again, I can adjust the seat angle from here. And now let me recline it all the way behind. Longer wheelbase in the vehicle, which means that there's good amount of space on offer. There's like real good amount of space on offer. And if I want to open both the sunblinds together, I press this button and both of them open together as well. GT written right here, scooped out seat back, magazine holder here too. The middle hump is very big, which means 3 passengers are not comfortable here. Of course, you get a 12-volt charging socket on both the sides, along with a CD player. There's an aux port as well. There's a headphone jack as well, both sides. It's got 4-zone climate control, 2 zones at the rear too. Air conditioning works brilliantly well too. Really chills the cabin in no time at all. The vents are placed here, and there are vents here as well on the B pillar, little lower down though. There's good amount of headroom on offer. There's good amount of legroom. There's good amount of knee room. Under thigh support is also very good. The seat is very soft and very nice. And of course, there's a center armrest here, which by the way can be opened by pressing this button. And yes, there's space to keep stuff here too. Meanwhile, you can open the cup holders too. And of course, it's a very practical car because the seats are extremely comfortable. It's got this soft pillow here, which kind of sinks your head into it. And of course, 3 adjustable headrests. And there you can see there is good amount of space on the parcel shelf as well, but I wouldn't recommend keeping anything there because otherwise you won't really be able to see stuff while reversing or driving. Anyways, you see it also comes with this beautiful book here which says simply unstoppable. Obviously this is BMW's manual, not the manual, it's more of a showcase, a brochure or something like that. Plenty of stuff to read there, which I'll do tonight probably when I sleep in this car. The seats are so freaking comfortable. I mean, there is so good amount of comfort. Now it gets screens at the rear too. Let's turn on the screen, and you know what, this screen isn't a touch screen. It is operated with a remote. Right now I can't really find the remote. It must be somewhere in this vehicle, or probably it isn't not there in the vehicle. It must be lost somewhere, but hey, can't find it right now unfortunately. Any which way, seats are supremely awesome. I mean, this car is really very comfortable. Of course you can't move this seat ahead like in the E-Class, but this car has certain features which the E-Class misses out on unfortunately. So let's quickly get into the front seat, and let me tell you one thing right away, that this is a driver's car, yet this car offers a lot of comfort for the passengers as well. So let me open the window right now. So I've opened the window. You can see now it looks like a proper sports car. Frameless doors are just so freaking awesome. I can't tell you in words. It gets request sensors on all doors for the passive entry. The E-Class doesn't get it for any door at all. Alright, you can see the door pockets at the front are also large enough. This is to open the boot. If I keep this pressed, the boot will actually come up here like that. And if I want to put it back, all I have to do is press the button again, and there it will put it back. Lot of remote functions in this car, and you can see these are the controls for the power windows, these are the controls for the outside rear view mirror, these are the buttons to unlock or lock the car, and of course it gets memory seats, and that is there for both the front seats, and you can save up to 2 settings as well. That's not it. It has got a massive dead pedal. There's space to keep stuff here. I don't know why they have it below here. Meanwhile, these are the controls, the various controls for the lights, parking lights and fog lights, and mainly the headlight. And this is for headlight leveling. Meanwhile, as you can see, the seats are very comfortable, adjustable in a million ways. And that's not all. It also gets lumbar support and whatnot. The seats on this car are extremely comfortable. They're really very wide and offer great amount of comfort to the passenger. But you know what is so impressive about the BMW 6 Series GT? It's the fact that it's loaded with so many features. In fact, the number of features in this car are rather endless. Like I told you, it gets a 4-zone climate control system. Now this is a 12.3-inch screen, and obviously you get electric adjust for both reach as well as rake in this vehicle for the steering wheel. Now this is a digital display. It changes color according to the mode. So right now I'm in comfort mode. I can go into Eco Pro, I can get into Sport, and in Sport it obviously looks more sporty. So plenty of things. There's also the M badge which comes over there in Sport mode. So right now let's get into comfort mode. There's something known as adaptive as well. When I get into adaptive, it says predictive adjustment of vehicle setting for driving situation, which is also very cool. Honestly, let me turn off the stop start so the car doesn't turn off. The glove box is decent size. It's not very large as such, and the dashboard looks really very slick. Now this screen is a touch screen. It gets gesture control too, and it might not be as big as the Mercedes E-Classes. However, it gets a digital display here, and over here it gets wireless charging as well. So these are my KTM keys, and there's the blood group. Meanwhile, I can keep my phone here to charge it. That's again a very cool thing. It might not work right now because of the case. Yeah, it actually works. There it turns on. So right now a BMW case in a BMW car, that is really very slick, Faisal. So this is the start stop engine button. You get this piano black finish. There's wood, there's chrome, there's metallic inserts. I mean, everything feels so premium. It gets a massive roof as well. So if I want to open the roof, I have to just pull it behind like this, and the roof also opens decently big. Yes, it brings in a lot of airy feeling inside the cabin. Press it once again to open it further, and it does open very wide and large. So let's close it right away. And obviously there's a sun blind too on the top. Now it doesn't work with gesture somehow, although I kind of miss the gesture control. However, over here you get a light as well as a mirror. Same is the case over here as well, light as well as a mirror. You get a handle here, you get a handle on all the doors, which is again a very nice touch. Now below here under the center armrest is the remote. Yeah, the remote I was talking about for the rear seat, and this is to charge the key of the vehicle. So this key can be charged by just putting it here, and there it goes. It started charging. The light goes blue. There's a USB charging socket here. There's a cup holder here. There's a cigarette lighter here. You can see the charge is turned on. There's an ashtray here which can be removed actually. Yeah, there it comes out. Meanwhile, like I told you, below the center armrest there's space. There are also 3 USB charging sockets here. Yeah, that's right, 3 USB charging sockets. There's a light placement here as well. These are the controls for the iDrive, and of course it gets electric parking brake, auto hold. This is to deploy the rear spoiler. This is to increase the right height of the vehicle. This is to get into the camera functions of the vehicle. It also gets a 360-degree parking camera, which works really very well. In fact, the camera on this vehicle is the best. Rather the parking sensors, it gives you this 3D view all the time, which is so freaking slick. This gets a touchscreen over here for the system. The Mercedes E-Class doesn't get it, and if I want to listen to audio, all I have to do is gesture control. Gesture control works really slick on this vehicle, and the best thing about gesture control is that it almost always recognizes. Initially it wasn't that slick, but now over the years BMW has really perfected it, and it works brilliantly well. It gets 3 more speakers than the Mercedes E-Class. It gets a 16-speaker Harman Kardon audio system. The audio quality is just phenomenal. Okay, press this twice, skip to the next track, and here we use gesture control.
They were dancing to the music vibe, and the boys, just the girls with the girls in their hair.
Audio quality is really very fab on this vehicle, and these are actually the controls for the air conditioning. This is for the audio system. There's a CD player here as well, and of course this is the button for the hazard light switch. Most importantly, the steering feels really great to hold. It gets this M badging. It's a 3-spoke unit. These are the controls for the cruise control. These are the controls for the audio system. It even has this contouring for the thumb, because you should drive with your hands in the 3 and 9 o'clock position. You can see the paddles, they feel so premium and nice and very well built together. Now these are obviously the controls for the indicators. This is to browse through the multi-information display below. Yeah, that is right. So it's showing me a lot of stuff like average speed, average fuel efficiency, and of course what is the total kilometers which is done. So trip meter and odometer as well. This is to turn on the automatic headlight function. Gets automatic wipers too. These are the controls for the wipers, which work brilliantly well on this vehicle. So you can see, I mean, a lot of spray, dual blade wipers, clean the windscreen in no time at all. It also gets a heads up display, which can be seen over there. Now heads up display shows a lot of information, like it even shows you the track, navigation, speed and whatnot. It's a color display for the heads up unit, which is again very slick indeed, and these are actually the controls for the various functions of the drive mode. So this is for traction control, and this is the drive mode. So Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport and Adaptive. This is the beautiful gear lever of this vehicle. So honestly, this BMW is loaded with so much tech that I am lost for words to tell you what is there and what is not.